Some more top stories tonight. The Accountant General's Department says it will soon deal ruthlessly with officials in the department who fail to validate salaries of employees.
Meanwhile, the 550 senior and junior nurses of the Richt Hospital who laid down their tools have called off the action following an agreement with the Ghana Registered Nurses Association.
The Ghana Registered Nurses Association agreed to pay the salaries and would be reimbursed by the Controller and Accountant General's Department at the end of April. The 550 senior and junior nurses withdrew their services to demand the payment of last month's salaries. But their management proposed that they receive overdrafts from the banks awaiting payment by the Controller and Accountant General's Department.
We are saying that individuals who have peculiar problems must meet their departmental heads and register such financial needs. And so once that is done and they forward to the GRN, they will be able to advance them some money that will take care at least of their transport costs before they get their salaries. It's not going to be a problem at all.
The nurses angrily accused the Controller and Accountant General's Department for creating the problem, but the Controller has apologized and attributed the problem to some officials in the department who failed to validate their salaries.
What happened in March was that after Controller has sent the salary for the month, some heads could not validate by the close of the time that we gave for them to validate. So we actually gave, we called some of them to, alert them that the salaries were not validated, but we did not hear anything from them. But looking at our processes, we could not run the payroll without the heads validating. So we had to go ahead and then run the payroll for the rest to get their salaries. So that's what we actually did.
It has indicated plans to deal with some officials who flout regulations on validation of salaries for employees.
Sanctions for non-validation of salaries for employees. And I think Controller may be applying some of those sanctions, because when you read Regulation 304, it talks about stopping the salaries, even surcharging some of the officers for non-validation, which has caused some losses to the state. So those sanctions are in the law. We have to do that.
Meanwhile, the Controller has assured the nurses would receive their salaries at the end of April.
For those as rich, we want to assure them that after the salaries or the payment vouchers are sent to them, they should be they should be on standby to validate them so that we can pay the salaries together with the March salaries that we did not pay in the last month. We have put in measures to ensure that even if a particular validator is not available, there are alternates that are there to do the validation. Because we have defined a number of validators to do the validation.